So this was our second association with Boxout FM this year. Last year we had done something with a metal structure and we had done some 3D mapping on that with some projection. And this year we wanted to get away from all the projection and come up with something new. There is a collaboration between us and the client. So, we try and understand what is the clients want. This time the brief was simple. Keep it as simple as we can. Just have something that revolves around the branding itself. So this time the challenge was what is it that we're doing and how is it we're making things look different, because we end up doing a lot of these electronic music festivals and we've done structures, we've done lights, but how is it that one is trying to bring something new to the table? The inspiration could come in from anywhere, and this time the inspiration came in from something that goes way back to our childhood, which was the Microsoft screensaver of pipes. This is something everyone's grown up watching, and we've spent hours just sitting on the screen because it's so mesmerizing to see those pipes. The idea was to kind of replicate that in form of the stage, and to see how is one using that with lights to create that depth and using mirrors and all of that. There is a process involved, of course. We'll eventually just start off by sharing some sketches, we'll start some images because, then references, this is how one is going about trying to get into the idea first. And that's when we actually start making 3D drawings of the things, and then we see how it works, trying to work out with the colors and all of that using the festival graphics the Boxout team had come up with. What we want to do is we want to transform the spaces, because these are venues, these are clubs that people go to on a regular basis. This time we would want to change the location of the stage entirely. So when we're coming up with ideas, we brainstorm a lot of these ideas and make sure that we're discussing these ideas with our production team, because they're the ones who are actually the guys who are making it, who are building it for us. So we need to know the limitations that are there. They have one color that runs out through their entire branding, which is the main color, which is purple. So purple and white were the two colors that we were given to work with, along with some festival graphics. So our intent was to kind of make the two work together in a way that there is a connect between the two, even if the graphics part is done by someone else. We ended up using the festival graphics in the center, so that kind of became our point. Okay, let's use these points on all the sides to kind of grow the entire thing. Initially, we wanted to try out these tubes that come in that are flexible enough for us to turn them around, but then we could not use them because it not being able to be programmed. Then that's how we ended up using another version of these lights, which we could program and dim at the same time. So there was definitely a lot of R&D that was done behind it. What is the kind of thickness that we need with the pipes, the metal pipes? What is the color that could go? What is the back structure, the support? Structure can't just be made in the factory and just brought up to the venue. We need to definitely know the dimensions of a door to actually get the structure in. So, it comes in pieces. We need to even find out how thick the structure needs to be. at each point. Take it all the way up.
So one here and one in that corner.
Correct. 1, 2, and then 3.
That's what I want. So it's going to be in front of the Oro sign.
Yep.
Like 4x4
Yeah.
square.
Yeah. And
Okay.
20 feet all the way up.
So then we can use that and put that sign on it, the Budweiser, the Boxout sign. Are you talking
There's
about this?
already this thing on it, Boxout branding on it.
There is.
Yeah. So what's happening there? I'll tell you.
That out.
It's about 4 feet by 4 feet.
Then why don't you give me like what you think the best idea is for this 5x2?
I think we just place it on that. Or we can just put it right on top of the scaffold.
Yeah.
So tomorrow what we're figuring out is how is one putting those clamps and trying to put that all up together.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
We can do that.
It's always a fight between the budget and the kind of ideas you bring to the table, because you may have 20 ideas but you may have just the budget to actually do 5 of them. So which are the 5 ideas that you actually want to go ahead with and make sure it looks the best. Instead of building a new structure, we decided that okay, let's get something that is easily available. These are just stacks of cubes, and cubes relate well with boxes, and boxes is another metaphor for our entire design. There's always a strange excitement while we're building anything new. Of course, what the end result looks like, it always varies from our 3D drawings. We try and keep it as close as possible to it, but then again, it's the vibe that creates your design, and it's entirely the people. There's obviously a certain amount of compromise that happens, because the budget is one thing and obviously the other thing is the time. How is one making something in the given amount of time that we have? What is it that we can come up with which looks great and we're not compromising on the materials? Will a purple be too dark in the night, or will a white be too bright in the night? So there are these conflicting thoughts that we always have. So it's always one has to go with the gut and kind of go ahead with it and design, and the design comes to life after that. At the end of the day, we want people to enjoy, and we want people to take back something with them, and what you're doing is what should reflect at the end of the day to the entire audience, and your design is the most important that way.